I need to go. This is because I turned on. Yeah, I am now live. I turned on. I turned off auto start. There we go. Oh dear. There you go. You can now watch on YouTube. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, I didn't actually hit it. That was funny.
Snake, you okay? Snake! Snake!
Dun dun dun. So yeah, if you're gonna go live on YouTube, make sure you actually go live. YouTube's kind of funny the way it works. You have the option of sending your stream to YouTube, but the stream not actually being on. I was too quick with it.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your...
Oh no, sorry, when you say too quick with that, or was it, oh, bomb. I had the wrong weapon. I had the wrong weapon out. Damn it. Told you. Told you, I am better at this blindfolded than I am, with my eyes open. Yeah, I've forgotten about exactly which items I have and where and stuff like that. Oh. I am rusty as heck. The other problem with me being so rusty in this is because I actually have, particularly on Tanker, far more experience running this blindfolded. I'm just not as good at it normally with Yay, Paul, it's working now. Thanks, Paul. I see your message.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet,
Yay, I can still do that.
They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
Ew.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Yes.
With Ray,
That was much better.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands of
Good.
That second photo wasn't right. That was.
Nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the
It's
Marine Corps
there.
and our Ray that will accomplish.
Yep, that should be all 4 photos. Kara, have you never seen the... Oh shit, I'm holding the wrong button. Have you never seen the ladder glitch before? Okay, that's all 4 photos. We the Marines. And that is the end of the tanker. There's a save boss here. Make sure I don't hit it. Yeah, that's the tanker done. 7:14 is not a great time. Ah, okay. again, I'm actually better. I'm actually better at... Hey, happy dude. The ladder glitch who floats over the room. Yeah, the floaty one's pretty funny. If you screw it up, you get the floaty one. You actually use the oh, sugar. Sorry. Oh, I was about to say that's okay. We're on a time limit here, and we're on a time limit here anyway, but we're not. It's not yet. I can never remember the best. Let's go. This is a speed run. This is this is a massive derust. It's been quite a long time since I really properly tackled MGS2. This is part of my training because I am going to be running all 5 games in the Master Collection back to back to back to back to back. There you go, that's 5. To grab the M9, I bet I've done the oh, I didn't get it wrong. There's a trick with the there's a trick with the M9. There's a trick with the M9 where if you when you complete the tanker, you want to complete the tanker with the M9 on your backup weapon. Because then when you start, and I did, because then when you start plant, once you picked up the M9, you immediately, you can immediately equip without having to open the menu. The thing I am having to do is get more used to activating and deactivating turbo. MGS2 is the one game in the series which is kind of uses. Oh, forget to get that way. That uses turbo slightly differently. Most games in the series you just want turbo to be available, to skip through cutscenes and stuff. MGS2 you're actually allowed to use turbo for other stuff. Like the Harrier fight, you use turbo. The sniping section, you use turbo. So rather than it being a push this button, hold this button for turbo, it's toggle. Now in the original PC version, B-Man created a really good package to have turbo like show up on screen. It's a really useful thing. Turbo shows up on screen. The game's time shows up on screen. It's really, really good stuff. And it's really handy to be able to see whether from the look of the game whether turbo is enabled or not. Now, because I'm playing the Master Collection, we don't have access to this anymore. So instead, and because I'm doing turbo through Steam. This is the thing. The one of the reasons why it was allowed in the original PC version of Substance is because turbo's actually baked in. Turbo is available in the original PC version. It's just there's no setting in game. It's all in the background of the game. But there is actually a turbo function deep within the config files, and that's what B-Man's system does. It allows use of that turbo functionality. But because I screwed up with my weapons, and I need to re-equip both of them. But because we're on the Master Collection, we don't have access to that. I use Steam Input to do so. Now, because I'm using a DualSense controller, one of the nice things that I can do with the DualSense controller.
Who's there? Who's there? Enemy sighted. Requesting backup unit.
What? Can't believe Raiden missed. One of the nice things we can do is whenever I've got turbo enabled, I can change the color of the. I don't know if this hiding is.
Over there.
No. Okay. There we go. That was terrible, wasn't it? It's because I wasn't holding L1. It's my own fault. Ah, that was weird. But VE, as soon as you leave the room, the alert's cancelled. Yeah. So because I'm using Steam input, I can have it change the light bar on my DualSense from green to red. So that's really handy. It just means I have to keep looking at my controller to see whether or not turbo is enabled, which is a little awkward. Not a big fan. Would prefer it. There's supposed to be Steam input says that there's like a notification that will bring up on screen to show that it's changed, and I have it enabled, but nothing happens. Oh, I don't know. Until someone needs to make a mod for it. That'd be the best way of sorting it. Oh, I've still got. This is the thing. I then get freaking screwed up by turbo being enabled or disabled. It'll come back to me. As I say, it's just because it's such a different experience. You know, in both Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 3, I use turbo. But the way I use turbo is I hold the touchpad button down, and then hold whatever button. And for 2 and 3, you just don't use it in gameplay at all. It is purely down to it is purely for cutscene. Oh, what? I can't remember how to get round the claymores when you're doing clockwise. I'm more used to doing anti-clock. I might have to switch to anti-clockwise. I remember anti-clockwise better than clockwise. Actually, it won't matter for the PC version because we're running loadless. One of the reasons why anti-clockwise is better is because you've got less loading screens to go through.
Who's that?
Because you've got less. Oh, thank you, dude. No, Guinness World Record won't be sending me a prize. That kind of thing only happens for like really important games. You have to apply for it. Yeah. Yeah, so when you do anti-clockwise, oh, Raiden didn't go down there. Oh, I did get it. That's the coolant spray trick there. You have to be in a very specific spot to hit that coolant spray.
Who is that? It's the enemy. I need help.
Yeah, anyway, as I say, before, there's less loading screens if you go anti-clockwise. So on console runs, particularly console runs where you're doing IGT, it's faster because you don't have as many loading screens. Let's say for PC Master Collection, it makes no difference. On very easy, it makes no difference because the time is, yeah, it's a very minimal time save on very easy. As you go up the difficulties, it gets better. Oh, bloody hell. As you go up the difficulties, the time save is better. So I'm more used to anti-clockwise because I also ran normal difficulty. for a time, because I think it was the very last event that MGSR ever held. I ran a MGS2 normal tournament. As I believe that's the very last time MGSR held an event. That was nearly 2 years ago, I think. Right, now that we're in Strat C, I know I've still got the C4 to get, but we run up, grab Sensor B first, because that cuts out a codec. I won't get a codec call saying now go and get Sensor B. It also means when this time limit starts, I'm already partway down here. There we go. It's slowly coming back to me. Now that I'm outside, now we get the call to say the place is deader than dead. Well, I am pleased to say that something might be happening. Something might be happening soon. As an MGS event might be happening soon, not an MGSR event. I don't think there's any reason I can't do it. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, there's a good point. If to know whether I can talk about it or not, there is one person I should probably ask. OG Happy Dude, can I talk about it? I forgot you were here. It is being prepared to be announced anyway, so it's probably who's the man that runs across the bridge inside a box? Who indeed? That's the big mystery of the game, isn't it? We just don't know. Oh. Go ahead. I was going to mention it in Discord. You can talk about it. It's sweet. Yeah, I knew you were like this close to actually announcing it anyway. I say announcing it. It's not like it's some big special event or something that's like huge. Oh yeah, of course, Carrie. Oh yeah, of course, Carrie. You're already aware of it because you're already in on it. I forgot about that. As some of you may know, OG Happy Dude, who's here in the chat, is the founder and head organizer of a speedrun marathon called Go Fast for the Kids. Our next event, because I am also a staff member for Fast for the Kids. I'm the lead tech. Let me get this fight started. Hopefully this is set up correctly. I'm the lead tech for FTK. Our next event is in November. Fast for the Kids 2, the Retro Masquerade. Shoot the light, thank you. Cool, we're good. I'm on the fast track for fortunes. Just gonna stay here now. Let her blow shit up. This fight is completely on rails, but there is a bit of setup you can do to make it go faster. I'm going to sit here, wait for her to destroy this barrel. Which she has. Oh yeah, and Kara's a chat moderator now as well. Congrats. We now want her to destroy this barrel. Come on, Fortune. Please shoot the barrel, not me. It's very easy for her to shoot Raiden. Alright, now I just wait. There we go. She's off. Wait for the boxes to fall down, and we're done. So yes, the event Fast for the Kids 2, the Retro Masquerade, is happening in November. It's happening in November. I think it's the weekend of November 19th. I want to say. Could be wrong. Could be right. And as with nearly. As with the previous event, there will be donation incentives and milestones. And one of the milestones that Happy Dude likes to always do is a bonus stream where something... Oh, November 9th and 10th. See, I said 19th because I put both 9 and 10 together and came to 19. Oh, I didn't... that guard spotted me. If you approach that guard correctly, he turns and he doesn't spot you. Yes, is bonus streams and likes to try and make those bonus streams something special, something very special. And the plan that we have for a bonus stream, so say this only goes ahead if a donation milestone is met during the marathon. But the incentive, the bonus stream will be a Metal Gear Solid relay. Currently, that stands as a 4-game relay run of 1, 2, 3, and 4 back to back. We do have 4 runners for that. Yours truly would be running Metal Gear Solid 1. Caro, who's in chat, would be running MGS2. We've got Joseph Joestar running MGS3. And Metal Glen Solid running... I'm going to concentrate on this Fat Man fight for a second. Already screwing it up. Oh my god. I am rusty as heck. What? There we go. That was not ideal. But got there in the end. Oh my god. Come on, Nick. Oh. Got there eventually. Christ, that was horrible. And I haven't moved Fat Man out of the way enough. I've got to get into the habit of switching between turbo and not. It's really screwing me over. That's that one's an awkward menu. You have to menu to the coolant, then menu to none, and do it that way. And I just wasn't concentrating and couldn't get it right. So yeah, that is currently the plan. However, as the lead tech for the team, I've been developing the layouts and Node.cg, and one of the things that I worked on over the weekend and confirmed that I have now got working is the ability to properly do relay races. We will now have complete autonomy to do relay races for Fast for the Kids 2. So as a result of that, the plan is now to put a call out to MGSR, and we might do a call out elsewhere. I don't know yet. I don't know exactly what the plan is, to try and get more people involved to do an 8-man relay race. Whether the teams might not necessarily stay, it might not be the team we've already set up against another team. We might mix it up depending on abilities and stuff like that. I'm going the wrong way. Thinking of normal again. There's there isn't a mine there. I was thinking I was going to go and get the PSG one. So yeah. So shortly, probably within the week, there will be a call going out to MGSR to see if anyone is interested in doing a relay race. So we'd be needing 4 more runners. If we get like loads of responses, then we'll look at who may or may not. If we get loads more people, okay, wasn't expecting that. if we get loads more responses, then I probably won't take part so that I can focus on tech. And also because I'd love to see more people get involved and do stuff. It's always been my kind of philosophy with these kind of things. I have more than enough opportunities to do stuff and be involved. I'm heavily involved, you know, doing the tech anyway. So if there's someone else who wants to run MGS1, then absolutely go for it. I'm more than happy to see someone else take that spot. But yeah, there'll be a call out. So hopefully, do you want me to skip paying my rent? No, that's probably not the best thing to do. What I would either suggest that you don't donate and pay your rent, because, you know, having somewhere to live is usually a good idea, or donate a smaller amount that won't impact on your rent payment. That just my thoughts. Oh, I hate this knock. There we go. I'm never quite sure how to do that knock. Cool. Well, it kind of worked. So yeah, that is the plan. So if there's any other Metal Gear runners out there, then keep an eye out for that. Yeah. Keep an eye out for a notification. We're looking for Ames. Where is he?
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1.
I got bad Ames by the looks. Where's Ames? Oh, is he down here in this bottom left corner? Yep, there he is. That's not a great Ames.
Your Ames, aren't you? Your Ames.
There we go. And then I didn't even look at the right guy. I didn't even look at the right person when I was asking. So yeah, I'll say keep an eye out. As Happy Dude's here, my suggestion for this Happy Dude, rather than just putting a call out, would be to create a Google form. Create a Google form, put the form out, asking runners which games they would be happy to run, and like give their estimates. Shit, I'm out of there we go. I'm out of ammo. Because then we can try and balance teams and stuff. That would be my suggestion. Obviously, completely up to you. It's your thing. Later, dude. Yeah, SOCOM bullets. Right, now we are on our way. Now I do need to go into Strut F. I need to go and grab the PSG-1. Not the PSG-1T. This is not Twin Snakes. That was a nice roll. All right, I like that roll. That was really good. Oh, that was that was an extra roll that I didn't need to do. Right. So now we're going to head back all the way back to Strut D. So a little bit of a trek. I can get rid of the BDU now. Yeah, it doesn't matter for PC because we're using loadless RTA. But if you are playing on console, it is recommended that you try not to wear the BDU too much because it does slightly increase loading times because of the detailed texture. Probably doesn't make as much difference on the Master Collection because, you know, if you're playing this on PS5, and you've got an SSD, it's probably going to be pretty good. But I know for like on the PS3, the HD collection, it was highly recommended that you don't wear it. I'll take out the Semtex. Now, I talked about Tanker blindfolded earlier. not many people know this, but I have ran the whole of MGS2 blindfolded. Not all in one go. I have ran and routed all of MGS2 blindfolded. It has been done. Oh, I'm going to concentrate on this fight for a second. I don't think. I don't know if 5+1 is doable on this version. Oh, I got him. That wasn't too bad. That was I still beat him before he went into side, the side shooting. I'm pretty impressed with that. Roll. My angle was really bad there.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me.
Yeah, I don't actually know if 5+1 is doable on this. You have to get like 4. You've got to get 4 hits off on him. You have to get 4 hits off on him before he flies away for the first time. You hit him 3 times as he's sort of preparing, and then 1 as he goes over. I don't know if I've ever actually done it in a run before. I did it in practice, but let's say the timings on this as opposed to the original PC version. The original PC version is a lot faster. Or where you run it, yeah, it's a bit mean when you run over and land it and then still mess it up. You ever notice how like Raiden slightly bobs his head as he's shimmying across? He shimmies across and then he just slightly bobs his head. It's kind of funny. Do quick chaff grenades. Roll, roll, roll. I'm going to grab some AK bullets because I'm pretty sure I ran out then. Throw this other chaff grenade here. That's going to explode. That allows me to get around these ones. Big leap. And we're in. Now, some might call it an advantage, some would call it a disadvantage. I definitely call it an advantage. One advantage of the HD collection is that Emma skip. There are 2 Emma skips in the run where you make Emma go under the level. You sort of push her beneath the level, and then when you move out of the room and back into the room, she reappears, and it can be faster if done well. You cannot do any Emma skips on the HD collection. It crashes the game. It includes both skips through the floor and the Emma bump. Can't do either of can't do any of them. The advantage of that is it means I don't have to do it because they're horrible. They're really tricky to do. The disadvantage, of course, is it's slower because you don't get those skips. The Emma bump is a disappointing one because the Emma bump is actually relatively straightforward. In fact, the Emma bump is really easy. Join the mafia and kill a person with a high price in his head and donate that money to you. No, because I wouldn't condone killing anyone. No. I'm gonna hard pass on that suggestion. Fire at Peter. Make sure it doesn't hit. President will always get out of the way. Yeah, no blood diamonds. Nothing like that. Hey, look, the counter in the bottom right hand corner has got £15 on it now. Yay! Is it? I can't remember. Is it just down? Is it down and right as you come out of this cutscene? So I'll find out in a second. You hold turbo with I think it's just down. No, it's down and left. There we go. Keep turbo enabled. Hold down left as you come out of that cutscene, and Raiden will immediately roll down. There you go. B-Man's already there with the correct answer. Down left, and you immediately roll towards the door. Do you want me to pretend fundraising for children in Africa and then... These are very, very bizarre questions. This run is slowly coming back to me. Now, question is, do I attempt swim glitch? I have not done swim glitch in a very, very long time. Swim glitch is a trick where this swimming section you go out of bounds. B-Man says yes. I'll give it. Tell you what, I'll give it one go. I can do it, but I was never very good at it. You go to here, turn around. Don't think I'm in the right spot. No, it's you start here, I think. Fuck it. No swing glitch, no balls. I will spend more time doing swim glitch than the time that you would save. If I recall correctly, it's either 8 or 18 seconds that swim glitch saves. So I prefer PS2 PAL swim glitch. Way better, way easier. In PS2, the PS2 PAL version of Sons of Liberty, there is an exclusive trick where if you crouch and push an elevator button, Raiden will clip through the floor, and you can do swim glitch that way. And that's Vamp 1, everybody. Bye, Vamp. Message retracted. There's a message on YouTube that was retracted. Not quite sure why I went for that ammo, but I did. That was 69k. Nice. Yeah, that was Vamp 1. Vamp 1 is a very, very fast boss. Thankfully. Vamp didn't deserve it. Just you wait, we've got Vamp 2 to do yet. That's even faster. No, I wouldn't say it's weird that you like Raiden, but I think Kara would agree with you. Oh, wrong way. Is England your city? No, because England isn't a city. When you get out of the water here, you do not need to escort Emma. You can just go straight into here and she'll follow you. Now we have long codex cutscenes. This whole section is just crap. Come on, Emma. We're off. And more cutscenes. The worst bloody room in the game. Nope. Circle, not square. Oh, I always go the wrong way there. It's bloody right, not left. Let's get out of here. I talked earlier about doing a blindfolded route of the whole game. You might think that sniping, particularly the C4s, is the worst bit. You would be wrong. This. Just swimming in general is really bad in it. But the way back with Emma is the worst. Is just awful. A full run blindfolded has now been done. I really should watch it to see if there was anything that that person picked up on that I never could. Whoops, still had turbo enabled. That means I'm not going to beat this guard now. I'm going to have to take him out. You can beat, if you grab Emma and start moving straight away, you can beat that guard. Come on, Emma. Off we pop. Also, shouldn't have selected the M9. The AK is better here. Only because I'm gonna come up with some ciphers that I'll need to take out with the AK. Luckily, it doesn't matter how fast you go. This guard is on a very local cycle to move out like that. So Emma bump here isn't doable in the Master Collection. You could crash your game. The Emma bump is where instead of leading Emma through the door, you put her right up against the door, and then as you go to leave, you bump through her and bump her into the door. As I say, if you try and do it on the Master Collection, you could crash your game. It is not a 100% crash rate, but it is a very high chance. Take out the... There we go. Now Emma in full. Oh, you also don't need to walk quite so far with Emma there. Oh, hope that doesn't screw me over. Oh, I haven't got the AK out. My weapon management isn't very good. Ugh. So out of the original trilogy, 2 is the one I played the least. It's also been a very long time since I really played 2. Anyway, it's time for a break. We're now on to Twilight Sniping. This is fairly straightforward section. It's very, very long. Trying not to look at Emma. I don't want her to fall over. She fell over. I think I'm stood too close to her. Hey, Nadles. Can you kill the birds in the game? Yes. Kill enough birds and you'll get a codec call telling you that you're a monster. This is not that cool. This is to say that snakes are. Again, go back to blindfolded. If you're interested in how you do how you do this section in a blindfolded run. You wait for Snake's call. You wait for Snake's call. You immediately call him back, and you let him do it. And you just chill for 9 minutes doing fuck all whilst you can't see. It sucks. I hated doing this when I was routing blindfolded. It's like the complete opposite of the swim section. In the swim section, it's incredibly difficult to swim accurately with Raiden. During this section, it is just a really long time of not being able to see and not having to do anything. You have no idea where you're at, how far you've gone. It just sucks. This section in blindfolded is just awful. I have not tried MGS1 blindfolded. It has been done. Tromboncino and El Paso are the two main runners of it. I think Tromboncino's also done Twin Snakes, which is insane. Like, I can't even begin to think how hard Twin Snakes must be with like Mantis and the Hind D. Stuff like that. MGS1 is probably a lot easier particularly than this, because there's less movement and there's less options for movement. I don't think MGS3 has ever been done blindfolded. I know the bosses have been done blindfolded. I once saw a run where it was the game was being ran normally. This was for a marathon. The game was being ran normally, but whenever the runner came to a boss fight, he then put a blindfold on. The most impressive is the end. The end is just so dumb. For the end, you just go for a walk. Just go for a walk, and eventually, not randomly, but just eventually, you just turn up behind the end, hold him up, and finish him off. It's really dumb. If I was to get back into blindfolded, I'd probably look at 3, because 3 is the one that I've played the most. At this point, I've probably played more of 1, but certainly recently, within like the last year, I played more 3 than anything else. So I'd probably look at trying to blindfold run 3. The only thing with it is it's a really long game. Yeah, that was the nice thing about doing tanker blindfolded, is the tanker run is only 7 minutes, not a long time to be blindfolded. And of course, the thing with blindfolded speedrunning is, you lose your sight for the duration of the run. It's horrible. It's really difficult to not be able to see for that long. And of course, you have to have a good memory. Running blindfolded is all about memory, particularly for Metal Gear, because the main way of progressing and knowing how you're doing is through step counting. When you run around, you hear Snake and Raiden's footsteps, so you count the number of footsteps until you reach the right point. So there's so much memory involved, it's insane. Like, I don't understand how people like Bubsia can like do 1-2 hour blindfolded speedruns. To me, it's just insane. That was Vamp 2, by the way. As promised, Vamp 2 was a lot faster than Vamp 1. Snake in a Tuxedo and MGS1 complete the game twice. once saving Meryl and once saving Otacon. On your third playthrough, Snake will be wearing a tuxedo. The ninja will be wearing a red outfit. And if you're playing the Japanese version, Meryl will be wearing Snake's sneaking suit. Let's shoot that one. That's the only one you have to shoot. No, that's not true. You do have to shoot that one. Ninja becomes Spider-Man. I always said that Ninja looks more like Vision than Spider-Man, but everyone says Spider-Man. Well, everyone says Spider-Man because nobody knew who Vision was until Age of Ultron came out. I still think he looks more like Vision. No, he doesn't look like Deadpool. No, Rose, I don't want to save. Thank you very much. All right, now we're into the boring end game. This is the one thing I really don't like about MGS2. One of the reasons I just don't... I've never got into 2 as much as 1 and 3. Which is funny, because casually, when I was a kid playing Metal Gear Solid, I played 2 like hell. Like, over and over and over again. I played more 2 than either of the other 2. But when it came to speedrunning, 2 just did not grasp my interest as much. I say partly because from here on out, it's very, very stop-start. It's very, very slow. I think which is the best game in the series for like not having that much downtime.
You can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
I'd probably say Twin Snakes. MGS1 you can skip through, particularly if you're playing the original PC version, of course you can skip through stuff very quickly. Hang on, I still made the call. You can still skip through stuff very quickly, particularly if you're playing the PC version. You don't have to skip through any codecs. You just immediately cancel them. But the problem with MGS1 is you've got the POW key section, which is very, very slow. But because Twin Snakes cuts that out, I'd probably say that Twin Snakes is probably the one game in the series with the least downtime in the run. Didn't need too much derusting. First MGS game was Metal Gear Solid 1. Got him! Yay! I got the fast Jejunum Rec... Where am I? Am I in Rectum or Jejunum? Is this No, this is Ascending Colon. We now have this section with all the funky phone calls. We just stand here and wait. Yeah, MGS1 was the first game I ever played in the series. Then 2, then 3, then 4. No, sorry. Then 3, then Metal Gear, then Metal Gear 2, because of course I got Subsistence and I got to play through 1 and 2 for the first time. Jejunum was the second section. There you go. Yeah, I got the fast Jejunum, which was really nice. Don't usually manage that. Getting that roll that I did onto that Tengu is a lot trickier than it looks. Go swipe. As long as you swipe there, that starts the timer. This whole section is on a timer. Can you do the glitch where he takes his hands away from his crotch? I don't know, because I don't know that glitch. I know that if you play certain versions of the game at certain resolutions, when you go back onto the torture machine, the camera angle's wrong, and you can see Raiden's crotch. Because if you don't know the game, if you go back onto the torture machine, Raiden will go up against it. The camera zooms really far away, and there's a can with a straw, and the straw is perfectly placed to cover Raiden's crotch. but on certain resolutions on the like original PC version, the camera angle screwed up. Alright, Tengu 1 skip. Coming up here. A relatively straightforward skip. Let's kill all these Tengus. There we go. Tengu 1 skip. Perfectly done. Tengu 2 skip we don't do on very easy. It's not worth doing it on very easy difficulty. I can't remember if you do Tengu 2 skip on normal, or if it's only worth doing it on easy, or if it's only from normal onwards where it's worth doing it. But for very easy at least, you just stand in this doorway and kill the Tengus. There is a Tengu count. There is a fixed number of Tengus, and once all of those Tengus have been killed, this section ends. And this is the fastest way of doing it. You just stand at this door, shoot them as they come out, and the Tengus from the other side Snake deals with. That's it. That's Tengus 2.
It came as a complete surprise when
now this section, which is 48 of them on VE. There you go. If I was running the original PC version, the VAR viewer would tell me how many I've still got left to kill. I don't actually know if this auto splitter has any VAR capabilities. I haven't looked. The VAR is variable.
When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated solid snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know? Jack. I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But
hopefully I can remember the Ray fight.
Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks.
Is it?
I had to smoke
I don't remember
out
if
the
it's
agent before the mission entered the
face.
final phase.
Then the other one comes in. A video action replay. I can't remember if it's face, and then the third one jumps in, or if it's face, and then the third one jumps in. Pretty sure it's face. And bent. I love that. I love that line. I love Solidus. It is so disappointing that Solidus was only around for one game. Yeah, it is face. Then he's going to jump in, shoot him in the leg, shoot him in the face. Right.
Are you awake yet, Jack?
That fight is super cool on blindfolded. You use pause buffering to aim and shoot. It's really difficult. I did post a clip of it on Twitter when I first managed to do it. It's so cool.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you
instead, my son. His dialogue is just so good. The vocal performance from the guy who voices him. What's the name of the guy who voices Solidus?
You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not
Face. It's not John Saigon. Or is it John Saigon? That name doesn't sound familiar. I would have thought it'd be a name I recognize. Right, it's definitely not Brad Pitt. Maybe it is John Saigon. I thought I'd recognize the name, but I don't recognize that name. Thankfully, the voice actor did get one more Metal Gear. Solidus is it is John Saigon. Okay, I thought I'd recognize the name, but I don't recognize that name. There you go. John Saigon did get one more gig. Yes, Solidus is in 4. Yes, Solidus is in 4, but he has no lines because he is comatose. Yes, he doesn't die. He sort of doesn't die at the end of this. Spoiler alert for 4. Oh, that's what. That's a good point. That'd probably be why I don't recognize the name. But at the very end of Metal Gear Solid 4, again, spoilers for Metal Gear Solid 4, but it's, you know, like such an old game now. This is on you if you haven't played it by now. Actually, that's not fair. It's locked to the PS3. If you haven't played it, that's not your fault at all. There we go. Just over an hour to beat Solidus. Now, even though we are running loading remove time, we still have to watch the credits. And this is a PB. I've not done the PC version of the Master Collection before. The PC version of the Master Collection is its own speedrun. It's its own category. Every other HD collection version, so PS3, 4, 5, Xbox 360, Series S, X, whether you're on the Master Collection or the PS3, Xbox 360, they're all its own category. And then the PC version is its own category, just because you can do loading remove times. If it could be running that marathon, then it's old enough to not have a spoiler tag. I like it. I like it.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah.
I will be muting the audio here because copyright. Although this run, we're going to be doing another run of this, and hopefully the next one I do will be faster, and I won't submit this I won't put this on YouTube. But we'll see what happens. What was this? What was I saying before? All this? Oh yeah. So John Saigan, whilst Solidus is in MGS4, but doesn't have any lines because he's just a coma. He's a zombie. He is a body in a bag being kept alive by a machine. He does return. John Saigan does return right at the end of the game as Big Boss, because it turns out that Big Boss isn't dead either. And there's been a secret underground organization rebuilding Big Boss's body from body parts. Yes, they use all of the pieces of Solidus to put him back together. When you actually see Solidus's body, you are told that it's actually Big Boss, and that that Big Boss has been kept in this comatose state, and they've used pieces of Solidus to put him back together. And then Liquid kills him by, chucking the corpse onto a fire. You then learn at the end of the game that it wasn't Big Boss as the corpse. It was actually Solidus. What was left of Solidus was they took bits of Solidus, gave him to Big Boss so that Big Boss could live again. And yes, John Saigan, who voiced Solidus in this, returns to voice Big Boss which makes perfect sense, because the whole point of Solidus was Solidus is the 9th clone of Big Boss. There are 9 clones of Big Boss. 8 clones were originally made, and 6 of those clones were sacrificed to encourage the growth of Solid and Liquid. But then after that program was concluded, L'Enfant Terrible, a secret 3rd clone, 9th clone, 3rd clone that lived, was then created, where instead of them taking the good genes and the bad genes, splitting it up, it was supposed to be a more accurate copy of Big Boss. And that is what Solidus was, which is why Solidus looks the way he does. He looks much more like Big Boss than Snake and Liquid do. Yes, the wrong eye was missing. That's true. Thank you, Ninja Schwa. Yes, that run. Oh, and thank you to Hunard for the great run. I still have to look at 2 different chats, 'cause multiple YouTubes don't all come up on the same chat. Really need to find a new way of sorting chat out, or go back to my old way of doing it. That's probably a better way of doing it. Pretty good. Yes. So I'm trying to continue to talk. I can hear Can't Say Goodbye to Yesterday, but you guys can't, because I mute it for the to stop. To be honest, the Raiden and Rose talking at the end has the instrumental for "Can't Say Goodbye to Yesterday" playing over the top. YouTube will probably pick up on that. They'll probably go no, and I'll probably have to cut that. But oh well. As we're talking about my world record run, woo! I'm not overly excited about it. As I say, the only reason I got the world record was because the run had not been done since the boba skip was discovered. So there was an automatic 2 to 3 minute time save, something like that. But yes, that run is now available to view on YouTube. If you are interested, I will post it in the chat. There you go. So yes, if you would like to, if you are interested in watching that run, it was an offline run. I wasn't streaming at the time. I knew in the end I was going to have to do a non-streamed run in order to just be able to focus and get it done. The most of the run is great. I got both weapon glitches first try. I think Blast Furnace was a little slow. I can't remember. The main problem with the run again is liquid. My liquid fight is just so bad now. So yeah, there's massive room for improvement. I don't think it will be long until one of the other runners of that category. The main thing with that category, it's not very popular, partly because it's very easy and nobody likes the very easy difficulty because it's just easy, but with an extra gun, particularly on console. On PC, it's a bit different. But the main difficulty with that console run, the other reason people don't run the console run is because emulator exists and it's just way easier to do it on emulator. It's the exact same run, just faster and way more accessible because it's on emulator. If you're actually playing on official hardware for the console category, the fastest way to run is with a PSTV, and not that many people have PSTVs. I do. I bought a PSTV specifically to do that run. Now, thankfully, I have found other uses for my PSTV. Although ever since I got my Vita, I've been playing on my Vita a lot more. Thankfully, it's really easy to swap between the Vita and the TV. I've got one memory card that swaps between the two, which is really, really handy. I started playing Sly Cooper on the train today. I never played Sly Cooper. I played a demo or a couple of demos. I can't remember which ones. Back in my youth on my PS2. I've never actually played through the Sly Cooper series, and there's 4 Sly Cooper games available on PS Vita. This is an emulation. There was an HD collection there's an HD collection for the first 3 Sly Cooper games that also went to Vita. And then there was a 4th Sly Cooper game. I think it was Thieves Among Time or Thieves in Time, something like that. Which was, I think it was made for the PS3 and the Vita. So I have the Vita version of that as well. I'm going to slowly play through, hopefully all 4. It depends how far I get. I might finish 1 and then go, I'll take a break. I quite often do that with games. I'll play the absolute heck out of a series and just get to a point where I'm just like, I'm done. I've got to stop. Sadly, the series that I always think about when I think of doing that is Assassin's Creed. I decided to go on an Assassin's Creed slog and try to play through the Assassin's Creed series. Assassin's Creed 2 is up there as one of my favorite games. It's an absolutely incredible game. I played through Brotherhood. Brotherhood's okay. I played through Revelations. Revelations is okay. Played through 3, and 3 was a little disappointing, but it's okay. And by the time I got to the end of 3, I didn't play any of the DLC for 3. I didn't play the Tyranny of King Washington, I think is the DLC. It's an alternate history where it imagines if George Washington declared himself King of America instead of president. So never played through that. Must hold X here. We can have audio back now. Yes, I never played through that, and that was the kind of point where I was like, okay, I think I'm done with you can skip this. There we go. So what IGT of 113.08, a full RTA of 113.15. 0.96, but the actual time that would be submitted to the boards is the loadless RTA of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 9 seconds. Yeah, just to conclude that previous story, I finished three, didn't play the DLC, and I stopped. I haven't gone back to the series since, which is a real shame because I know that the next game in the series is considered one of the best games, and it's Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Yes, I stopped at Black Flag and I still haven't played Black Flag. I know, I'm a monster. Let me go back to 2HD and actually look how have I done with my first run. Okay. There's already another Pampus and Celine run waiting for me to God. God, I just need to have a session sat down just watching runs. Let's have a look. PC, Metal Gear Solid 2. There are only 8 runs on the board for this. The thing with the Master Collection, particularly the PC version of the Master Collection, never going to be that popular because the original PC version already exists and is faster. The world record for the Master Collection, though, is 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 33 seconds. I'm 8 minutes behind. This run would have put me 5th. Yeah. This run would have put me in 5th place. There is a big gap between 4th and 5th. The first 4 runs are reasonably competitive between 102.33 and 103.58. So only about a minute and a half. And then after that, 5th place is 112. And by the time you get to 8th, you're at 135. I think there's a few more console. There are a few more console runs for the HD collection, but that's because it's not just the Master Collection for console. The this run goes all the way back to the PS3 because it's still the HD. It's just the HD collection. This is just a port of the PS3 version on the HD collection. So the console version has had runs for years and years and years. But obviously now more runners have access to it because we have the Master Collection. The world record for this is 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 52 seconds on console. And that was done 9 months ago on an Xbox Series S, which suggests to me that it was the Master Collection. Yes, it was. So the Master Collection does hold the world record on console now. Previously to that, and actually this kind of shows you how much better the Master Collection is. There was an Xbox Series S run of 107. So that was the Xbox 360 version being run on an Xbox Series S. That used to be the fastest way of running a console version of MGS2. Until the Master Collection came out, that was the best way of playing MGS3. So the Xbox 360 version on an Xbox Series S. That's what I used to do. Yes, as we can see, there is the Master Collection version of MGS2 is significantly faster than the old PS3, and even playing the Xbox 360 version on Xbox Series S, which is interesting to see. Unless that's just simply that the old world record was not well optimized and it was just kind of done. Interestingly, on console, Turbo, there's never been a run with Turbo on console. Even my run, because I'm on the console board. I am on the console board for this run. I am 24th with a 122.57. 2 years ago on the PS3. I didn't have Turbo enabled, which is weird because I have a whole setup for doing Turbo on console. GimX and, well, this bloody thing doesn't work at the moment, which is really annoying. This is what I used to use on my Xbox Series S, Brook adapter. this specific Brook adapter allows you to plug any controller or connect via Bluetooth to this with any controller, plug it into an Xbox Series S or X, and you can play with any controller on it. But for some reason, it doesn't work with my GIM X anymore. It used to, and then it just stopped. I have no idea why. So anyway, that was run number 1 for the evening. There will, of course, be more runs. I'm not finished. I'm not finished just yet. We can probably worth saving this. Okay, swallow. Yeah, I'll save it. Because I think I can't remember if it tells you how many times you've cleared it. Actually, no. Oh no. If I recall correctly, yeah. If you're gonna do New Game Plus, the save you actually want, which I don't know if there's any saves available for this yet. Actually, I think there is. I think someone's done a save pack. Maybe I should probably just run the game myself. If you're going to do New Game Plus on MGS2, the actual best way, the fastest way of doing it, and it is so, the time save is so minuscule, it's ridiculous. We're going to go to a break shortly, but we will hop you on over here. Yeah, the time save is so minuscule, but the correct way of doing a New Game Plus run on MGS2 is to run off of a plant only save file. So play through the game, complete the game, but only on plant only. Complete on plant only, and then start a new game from your plant only save file and run Tanker Plant. The reason for doing so is if you do that, because you haven't completed the tanker on that save, Snake during the tanker section will not have the camera. You obviously you start with the digital camera because the digital camera is available from the start, and that's what you use to take photos of Ray. However, if you've completed the tanker previously, you will start with the camera as well as the digital camera. The camera is unlike the digital camera. The camera is what you use to take photos any time and save those photos. You can save the photos you take with the camera. You cannot save the photos you take with the digital camera. The digital camera is just for the story. The reason why you don't want the camera in your inventory is because with the camera in your inventory, you have one extra menu toggle movement to get to the digital camera. If you only have the digital camera, you go straight to the digital camera. If you have the camera as well, you go to the camera and then push left or right to go to the digital camera. And that's it. Only reason to run off a plant only save is to save that one menu swipe. It is like half a second, if that, of a time save. It is so dumb. I love it. This is one of the things I love about speedrunning, that you get these ridiculously stupid time saves that are so minuscule, but everyone does them. Everybody does it because it's, you want to squeeze. You can. It's incredible. I love it. I love those little details. And of course, we've now got the double. You got the double audio again. I really need to. In fact, I'm gonna fix it right now by deleting. Not on game stream. I need to delete my game stream audio. Give me a second. Oh, the under. Let's game stream. Delete. Done. No more double audio. I still need to go. Actually, that might be it. I might have. I said I need to go through and redo some of my audio, but that might be the only change I need. Basically, in a recent, I think in version 30 of OBS, they added the functionality where instead of having to add a separate sound source to capture your game audio, the video game the game capture for the video feed of your game now also has the audio built in as well, so you don't need two separate sources. You don't need a game audio source and a game video source. It's all one source. And I was having a problem a while ago where my game audio through the separate audio source wasn't coming to stream. It showed up on OBS as it was being captured. I checked the track that it was going out on, everything on OBS said it should be working, and you guys on Twitch were saying we've got no audio neck. I was like, I don't understand, this makes no sense. So I set up the other one where you capture it from the same feed as the video, and that worked, and I set it all up, and I just hadn't gone back and deleted the old one, but now I can. Yeah, it's all good that OBS is constantly updating to make things better. I don't know if anyone who's watching on Twitch, whether you've been able to make the most of the enhanced broadcasting that we now all have access to. Well, not all have access to. It depends on your graphics card. But enhanced broadcasting was introduced recently in a recent update. The advantage of enhanced broadcasting to Twitch is that now my stream sends out multiple video feeds to Twitch, including like 1080p, 720, 480, 360. I think one of those doesn't exist. So now you have the option, if you can't watch my stream in 1080, you can, because either your internet's not good or your connection to the server, whatever, you can now watch in a lower resolution and still watch. So I hope people are being able to use that. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you can watch in nice 1440p. So I hope people are enjoying that as well. Anyway, we're going to go to a break. Yeah, you've got some new quality options. Hopefully we are getting to a point where Twitch is going to introduce AV1. I'm streaming to YouTube with AV1. I'm still streaming to Twitch with H.264. I think it's more likely we'll get YouTube to H.26. We'll get Twitch to H.265 or HVEC. HEVC? Not AVC. Yeah, HVEC or HEVEC. I can't remember. Which, if that happens, if Twitch does introduce 0.265, I'll probably change YouTube to, instead of being AV1, to 0.265 and just do the same for both. But I won't do that if, hopefully when that happens, Twitch will also support 1440p. There have been some beta tests of that went out to certain streamers to allow them to stream to Twitch in AV1 and other encoders and in 1440p. I think they did some tests for 4K as well, but they haven't rolled that out to everyone yet. So there's still more coming down the pipeline. One of the other things with enhanced broadcasting, because it sends out multiple streams, there was someone who managed to tweak OBS or do something with the way that because it sends out, as I say, it sends out multiple video streams. They managed to set it so that they send so the two streams they sent out, one was a standard horizontal stream, and another, instead of just being a low resolution, was actually a vertical stream, because Twitch is looking to introduce vertical streaming as well. Now, Twitch has got a new mobile app, and I have heard it is awful, and everyone is complaining about it. Apparently, it's unwatchable because just the way the feed works. They want to be TikTok. They want people to be able to just scroll through random streams, and nobody wants that. You go to Twitch specifically to watch people. They don't want a discovery. They don't want discovery like that. I don't know. I've heard it's awful, but I have heard that TikTok might have gotten better for vertical streaming as well. I've been put off trying to stream to TikTok. I couldn't stream to TikTok because the only way you were able to stream to TikTok, you need to have 1,000 followers on TikTok, but apparently that might not be a thing now. I don't know. I probably won't do it because I don't think it's going to be worth it, but you never know. I didn't think streaming to YouTube vertical was going to be, to YouTube Shorts was going to be that good, but actually YouTube Shorts tends to do really well. I'm really pleased to see that does do well, and yeah, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's take that break, and when we come back, we'll do another run of Metal Gear Solid 2. I'll see you all in a few minutes. Of course, we will be supported by some advertisements, as always. And of course, don't forget to let me type that charity message. Again, huge thank you to Caro for getting us kicked off with our first £15 donation towards City of Chantry UK. Yeah, break time.
You say that this is all me, that you never had a part in making this so miserable. 'Cause I waste my time hitting your same line. You're gonna hit decline.
Alrighty, folks, are you ready for run number 2? I'm ready for run number 2, so if you're not ready for run number 2, we're doing it. Welcome back, everybody. Yep, here we go. We are getting started with run number 2 in Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm going to try and concentrate a little bit more, you know, on, you know, doing things like making sure turbo is enabled or disabled, and actually menuing correctly, and things like that. I think that would be a good idea. So I'm gonna focus a little bit more on the game this time. I hope that's all right with everybody. Yeah, we'll see how we get on. And at least this time, anyone who's watching on standard YouTube will actually see a full run, rather than me halfway through go, oh yeah, I'm not live. All right, so once again, load game, load the run I just did. Plant cleared, complete, tanker plants, very easy. Radar type 1, and we will get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Although the timer does not start until that screen disappears. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, I should get a faster RTA this time round, because, yay, I've got snake sunglasses now. Because the Master Collection does include loading trick. Because I've already played through the game once, a lot of the game is now loaded into my PC's memory, so loading screens will be faster. This is one of the reasons why the PC version is separate on the boards from the other versions, because that doesn't matter in a run, because we use loadless times. It doesn't matter that this is a thing. The only difference it makes is if you're doing a marathon run, you know, because in a marathon run you're obviously you are using RTA in a marathon run. So yeah, if you're going to do a marathon run of this, you might want to run through the game first, but it really doesn't make that much of a difference. The time difference is relatively minuscule. Just gone. I've never been able to do the loop here. So the fastest version of Olga is where you now you loop her before she does this bit of dialogue. Oh, she wandered all the way over there. This is bad.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
This is really bad. This is super bad. Like, this is really slow. Oh. Oh my god, just bloody auto aim and shoot her. Good god, that was appalling. 33 seconds behind already. We're really, really bad, Olga. I think Rip Run. That is. Oh, nah, I've got plenty of time to catch that up. But I might have been able to get the left side loop like once or twice before, but I never got it to a consistent state. And of course it is RNG, whether you get left side or right side. Yeah, that 30 seconds I should be able to make up. Prozac skip. I didn't think I got that right, but I did. There's a time save. There's a time save here. I accidentally blew everything up here, and I also had the codec call. So that 30 seconds I probably now made up already. What happened there? I did what's called the Prozac skip. By having Snake throw a throwable weapon, in this case a magazine, it causes Snake's and then doing that turn, it causes Snake's hitbox to oh, stop getting that wrong. The thing that you're supposed to do there is you hit him once with this. Hit him once with the USP. Oh, come on. And then hold him up with the M9. I'm just getting it wrong. Yeah, the Prozac skip. The Prozac skip there extends Snake's hitbox to just outside. Just on the safe guy so that it hits the trigger on the other side of the door. This has been a much better guard rush. That was a much better guard rush. Alright, so now we're going to do the ladder glitch. Oh, just for camera. That wasn't it. Lots of glitches in this. There's not as many glitches in this. I mean, there's this one, which I've got wrong.
The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal
Hoping I can get back into the right spot. There we go. That's not it, but that wasn't quite right, but I managed to correct it. What that should actually look like is I should have dropped straight to the floor, but I got it wrong.
The blind rush of nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our raid that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete.
Into hold 2. Fastest way of getting through hold 2 is we hit that, then hold that guy up. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. I didn't hold that second guy up, but it didn't cause any problems. Into hold number 3. Then we want to take 2 photographs, one here. Oh, I've got the wrong camera. That's the... I got my cameras mixed up. That's 2 photos. Oh god. Not only did I get my cameras mixed up, I now have both cameras on. And then the second photo is taken here. Take a photo there. That's the Marine Corps logo. Oh. And that's Rafe on the right. That should be all the photos. The taking photos from 2 locations is only doable on the HD collection onwards. Oh, I think I still missed one.
Is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially.
I did take the marine photo. It didn't look like I did, but I did. The way the marine photo works... Are you now going to say it at the... No, I already have the one for the right. Which one am I actually missing? Did I not do a straight on one? Let's try that. The way the marine photo works is it doesn't check for the marine logo in the photo. What it's looking for is that you're aimed at a marine logo. So you can take it from whatever angle as long as the marine logo is within the photo. Oh, I got to save. Okay, not a great tanker. 124 behind as I exit the tanker. Very mixed bag. Yeah, the act of taking photos from 2 locations is only doable on the HD. Sorry, it's only doable from 16:9 perspective onward. So you might be able to do it in the original Xbox version. Could the original Xbox be played in widescreen? But yeah, it's only doable in 16 in a 16:9 aspect ratio. So that's why the 2 positions work, because you have to take one from the front and one from sort of front side, and because because of the aspect ratio and you have the extra position. There we go, I got there. Then you're able to take the front photo and a front right photo from from the same angle. Hold select here for the next codec. There we go. Now we're on the timer. I'm going to run back, grab the M9, because we've got nothing better to do. I now don't want to equip the M9. We only log into the node that one time. That's the only time we log into the node. Roll that guards. Wing. Yeah, as long as I don't equip the M9 now, I will save a slight bit of time with a weapon optimization. The M9 is currently sat on my previous because it's still left over as previous from the tanker. So what I want to do is wait until I've got the coolant spray. Once I've got the coolant spray, I'll then equip the coolant spray, and as soon as I think, whoops, I forgot to roll over the grate. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It's a little too late for that. Oh no, that's it. I now have the M9 out anyway. Oh, forgot another save boss. I'd said I'd concentrate a little bit more on this run, and I'm not at the moment. Keep making mistakes. Right, into the dining hall, and I am going to be doing anti-clock. Oh, that roll wrong. He does have a Greg Eagles has a wonderful voice. Unfortunately, we don't get to hear much of it in this run. In fact, I don't think we'll hear it at all. Sadly. Okay, so I'm going to do anti-clockwise this run. I did clockwise in my previous run, but I do think I'm better at anti-clockwise now, because I did anti-clockwise a lot more in normal difficulty when I last ran that, and normal difficulty was the last difficulty I ran for this. So anti-clockwise is fairly different. Has a couple of extra tricks in it, but the concept is still the same. I'm still trying to get all of the coolants done as quickly as possible. Yeah, nice roll. But I will be doing a little bit of extra stuff. And we also get to incorporate the world famous cardboard box. We're going to go and get the first one now. I'm going to run over here. Allows me to grab this extra SOCOM ammo. Just on the safe side. Under here. Coolant rise. Coolant rise is a cool little trick. For some reason, if you unequip the coolant spray as you're standing up, it completely cancels out the standing animation. Raiden instantly stands up. See, that time I messed it up. Not quite in the right spot. Still not quite in the right spot. That's better. There you go. So you need to be slightly away from the line. There we go. That's a better coolant rise. Oh. And moving on. There we go. Through. Try F. And it's the next bridge is the main reason for me wanting to do anti-clockwise. Come out. The other event, I don't think. I think you have to roll off the. I don't think I need those stun grenades. I think that's a normal tactic. But this bridge is the main reason I want to do anti-clockwise, because I remember this bridge better in this direction. Grab the claymore. And that's it. This bridge is now clear. The other advantage of the claymore is picking up that claymore allows us to do a different, another strat in a different room later on, which I'm going to try and do that strat as well. It's been a while since I've done that strat, but it should work. So anti-clockwise is just a little bit more interesting. There's a little bit more going on, but on very easy difficulty, it doesn't save a lot of time. As the difficulty goes up, it does save more time. And if you're not playing on PC, it saves more time. Because it cuts down on your loading time. But as I'm playing on PC and loading time is removed, it doesn't matter. Keep that guards. Want cardboard box 3. I think with anti-clockwise you cut out 2 loading screens. I think it's box 1 I want first. I can never remember. So now I'm going to do the conveyor glitch, hopefully. Where we shoot there. There we go, and get up on the conveyor. Straight back to strut C. From here we can grab sensor B. And straight over to strut D. Where we've got the last C4. And then we get to use the box trick one more time. Now we're in strut D. Down here.
Who's there? Who's that? Enemy sighted. Requesting backup units.
That was too slow. I was too slow because I didn't duck. If I crouched, I would have got a fast freeze on that. I would have got a fast freeze on that C4. Hopefully, I don't lose too much time here because I've managed to get past these guards without them shooting me. Yeah, it's much better. Cool. So now we get the call about the extra fat man bomb. And instead of heading to strut A, I mean, we want to head to strut A, but instead, we are going to go back into the parcel room and do the conveyor glitch one more time. Other box this time, box 3. This will take me straight back to strut A, right next to the door. And that's anti-clockwise, that's it. The other advantage of anti-clockwise, I said that we can use the claymore. We can also do a couple of tricks with the cardboard box. One of them is equipping the cardboard box here. Because Raiden is now lower to the ground, whilst he's in the cardboard box, his trigger state is lower to the ground. They actually enter this area slightly quicker as a result. But there's also other cool things you can do with the cardboard box, which you'll see in a little bit. The cardboard box is not a necessity in MGS2, but it is a very nice to have. Right, so fight Fortune. Well, I say fight Fortune. Go and let Fortune kick my ass. You don't fight Fortune. One, 2, 3, and we wait. Assuming my setup is correct here, Fortune should shoot me to the ground, and then immediately shoot the light above me. Shoot me, and then shoot the light, and that's her shooting the light like that shows that I've set this up correctly. As soon as she starts laughing, run forwards. And I want her to shoot this barrel. She has. The barrel will explode. Move to this side. We want her to shoot this barrel now. She has. And now we just wait here for her to just finish. There we go. Beautiful. That might be a faster fortune than last time. And it is by 3 seconds. Nice little time save. Try and grab. Yay, grab the chaff grenades without triggering any of the claymores there. Roll down the stairs. Oh, should have only done one roll there. Oh well. One of the things I want to do now is actually want to my previous weapon is still my my previous weapon is still my the coolant. And that's another trick you can do with the cardboard box there. The guard didn't shoot me because I went into the box. The other thing about the box is Raiden doesn't flinch if he gets shot if you're wearing the box. So if you ever get spotted and you're being shot at, equip the box, and you won't, like, you know, recoil when you get shot. So again, another really nice little use of the box. Yeah, because I haven't had to get my M9 out, I've still got the coolant on my previous, so I can now go straight over here and coolant is ready to use. Oh. Now, can I remember how to frickin' do Fat Man? I've still done him wrong, because he's now going to run off over there. This is still wrong. But still better than, I'm pretty sure that was still better than last time. Right. None. And that was a lot quicker than last time. Phew. That was better. Yeah, I shot Fat Man to the ground too early. You should you wait for him to go past you, shoot him to the ground to the left, and then it sets that fight up perfectly. There is a faster way of doing it, which is the non-lethal version, but it's like insane. You have to be insanely fast. Right, we now want the BDU out. Still got the coolant spray on my previous. Now we're headed to Shell 1. There'll be a slight time save here. I started heading to the warehouse at this point. Don't need to go to the warehouse. Just need to go to Shell 1. Here. Like that. There we go. No claymores. Cool. That should be a small time save as well. I'm slowly making my way, getting that 1 minute back. Oh, shouldn't have rolled there. Grab the AK. Pull through that guy. Push the button. and down to B2. So here I can use the claymore strat. So the claymore strat, we equip the claymore, put it down on the ground, shoot it, and that starts an alert. Now, whilst I'm in alert, guards know who I am. In evasion, guards do not know who I am. They think I'm a guard. The advantage of doing it this way is twofold. First, none of these guards are here. Hey, we've got a raid! Metal Glen Solid!
Raid from Metal Glen Solid.
Welcome, buddy. There we go. The other advantage of doing that is the elevator door stays open. Welcome, raiders. He's slow. That worked. Cool. As you can see, we've got a massive time save there. Nice. 51 seconds. It was, yeah, it was a bit off, but yeah, the Claymore strat. And now it's later in the evening. We have Old Beauties. Where is he? There he is. So we didn't have the Old Beauties variant in my previous run. Depending on what time of day you play the game will determine what the hostages are like. And early evening, like I'm playing right now, is the best time to play because you get the Old Beauties variant. It's really easy to tell where Ames is. If you're playing the original PC version, there is an app for that, so that you can just so you can just manipulate. You just manipulate it. Crap. I'll go the right. I'll beat it. I've gone to the wrong way. Oh, thank you. It's nice to be loved and respected. Yes, unless someone decides to do something to the Master Collection where we have some sort of similar tool, you cannot do that in the Master Collection.
New follower.
Gradafield, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Nick RP stream. This is my first derust of MGS2 in quite a while. But this is all, fucking Lumia hasn't turned my, I need to check why Lumia isn't turning my, pink light back on. Oh, that's cool. Like to hear that. Thank you, Anneli. Where am I going now? Am I even going the right way? Yes, I am going the right way. Oh, cool. Yeah. One day, I will return to GDQ. Not for a while yet. Because baby. Yes, I am. This is my big derust of MGS2 because I'm currently working towards derusting every game in the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection because I am going to run all 5 games back to back. Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. All 5 games, 1 speedrun, and I am raising money for charity for it. I'm raising money for City of Sanctuary UK, which is a UK-based charity, obviously with a name like City of Sanctuary, UK in the title of the charity. Makes sense. And they are a charity which is all about making the UK a welcoming place for displaced people, particularly mainly refugees, but you know, making the UK a welcoming place for people with all of the shit that's been happening in the UK at the moment. I think it's more than important. to encourage that kind of thing. You know, I'm going to concentrate on this fight. Helps if I actually pick up the stinger. Did not get that extra shot off. That was pretty good. I'll frickin' take that. That might not be a 5+... Oh, can save. That might not have been a 5+1, but I will take it. That's probably, on this version, that's probably the fastest I'm going to be able to do that fight. Oh, my angle there was atrocious.
Answer me.
I was really pleased because I managed to time the first roll correctly so that I didn't get there's a tiny little pause to show that the ground is breaking is giving way. And I never that little pause, I never managed to avoid it. And I managed to avoid it and then fucking fell off. Oh. That was weird. Roll. Roll. I only noticed last run, whenever Raiden shimmies across, does this little head move. It's really cool. Right, throw the chaff grenade. Get touched by that one. Oh shit. I didn't do my weapons correctly. I can't do the switch. You should finish, if I recall correctly, you need to finish the Harrier fight without the stinger equipped in order to correctly have your weapon set up. But I could be right. It could be the other way around. Whatever I did, it's the opposite. Pretty sure I didn't have it equipped actually, so it's probably you should have it equipped. Because then I think that means that the stinger gets dropped as your active weapon, and you just keep the chaff grenades on your previous. Okay, so I've nearly caught up with my my previous run. Still a bit of work to do. Whoops. Thought I had turbo on. Ping. Down we go. I'm going to save a little bit more time this run by not even attempting swim glitch. I stupidly took B-Man's advice to try it last run. Raiden, do you want to... The right analog stick movement in this is dodgy as hell. Just flicking the right analog stick down should have turned Raiden around instantly. But sometimes it doesn't work. Oh, wrong way. Roll. Big roll. Oh. That was awkward. President always gets out of the way. Still not quite... Oh, we're further behind now. Ah. Actually running out of time save. Right, down left. Time save, yeah! That was a slight time save. There's some time save in sniping, the Twilight sniping section. There'll be other little bits of time save here and there. It's only 13 seconds. I can definitely pull 13 seconds out, but I am starting to run out. Let's go head downstairs to get Emma. Oh, not even attempting swim glitch. That'll be a time save. Down we go. Let's go for a swim. One time where I 100% switch to D-pad. Really don't like using the analog stick for swimming. The fact that the right analog stick movement doesn't work that well would not bode well for trying to blindfold run this. Because in blindfolded, you swim using the right analog stick. Because the right analog stick gives you perfect 90-degree turns. Alright, vamp. Vamp should still be pretty good. Yep, vamp is still pretty good. Yeah, slightly, ever so slightly faster. And I am now on PB pace. That's nice. Sorry, vamp. And now for the Emma section. Big, long section of lots of codecs and cutscenes. Yeah! God, MGS2 sucks after this point. It really does. Evening, Silent. It's going okay. I mean, things are coming back to me. So my main issue at the moment is tanker. My tanker is appalling. I'm pretty sure the only way I'm going to make my tanker run better is if I put a blindfold on. Going to be the only way that my tanker time is going to improve. And there's other little bits here and there that could always do with some more practice. Hardest boss in the game is arguably the Harrier, and that Harrier fight was really good. Let's say I really wasn't expecting like to kill the Harrier before the dye missile is really fast. As I say, it's still not 5+1, which is the fastest version, but as I say, I don't actually know if 5+1 is doable on this version, or whether it's only doable on the original PC version, because the turbo just might not be fast enough. didn't grab my hand straight away. I might be able to get past this guard. Oh, yes. Okay. Got past the guard. Nice. Right. Correct weapon this time as well. The use the AK here. Because then you don't have to swap between different weapons. No Emma bump. No Emma tricks at all. You will crash your game if you could crash your game with the Emma bump. Emma bump is not a guaranteed crash. I did check the world. I checked the world record run for Master Collection just to check, just to make sure. Yes, you do not do any Emma tricks. Only need to destroy the first cipher there. You don't need to destroy any others. The other one will not get in your way. This is where it now turns and looks at me. Right at the base. Then if I recall correctly, I'd just get Emma past to that line, and now I can, yeah, move forwards. There we go. That's that bit a lot better. No worried about extra guards coming or anything like that now. Alright, on to sniping. Now, can I do sniping without having Emma fall over? And I'm gonna stop. I always just sort of, I don't know whether it's vanity or what. I never use turbo for sniping, and you're absolutely 100% allowed to. It means you don't have to worry about getting headshots. Pretty sure there should be another side. There it is. Now Snake should call. Alright, and now let's have a guard come around that corner. There we go. Emma didn't fall over. She didn't get spotted by the guards. That's going to be a time save. Yeah. I really should stop being so precious about turbo in this section. I just think it looks cooler to just headshot the guards, but it's allowed. We're allowed to use turbo, so use it. I gotta say, the Master Collection, okay, it's slightly slower than the original PC version. It doesn't have all of the nice tricks and tools that the original PC version does have. It looks gorgeous. It looks so much nicer. I'm loving it. And the original PC version is once you've got it set up, it's all right. The initial setup for speedrunning the original PC version is a pain. there is a lot of. Okay, I am stood on top of it. There's a lot of setup to do. You have to install the game. You then have to install the patch. You then have to do all the ASL stuff. It's not user friendly for speedrunning. It's things like the original PC version has baked in turbo support, but it is a pain in the ass to set up. It takes a while. You have to know what you're doing. Whereas this version, the Master Collection version, is super easy to enable turbo because you just use Steam input. I've got to say, Steam input is one of my favorite things about Steam now. It's so good. The only thing that I wish Steam input had was some way of being able to combine controllers. So some way of making it so that now that we're waiting, I can turn my pink light back on. Yeah, some way of having one controller act as multiple controllers. Only for Klonoa 2. In Klonoa 2, you use the second controller to give yourself a support boost. And you can't set that up on a single controller with Steam. You need the only program that I know of that it works with is Rewazda, and Rewazda's pissing me off. I actually paid for Rewazda. Problem is, I've had it so long I wouldn't be able to get a refund now. It doesn't work. I'm a monster. Just killing any old seagull that I come across. Go on, Emma. Off you pop. You're nearly there. There's cake at the end. Big, stabby, bisexual cake. Yeah, that Vamp is the cake in this scenario. And that's Vamp 2. Slightly slow because I didn't move. The fastest way of doing Vamp 2 is to... I think you move to the left just slightly. But it's a minuscule time save. The safest thing to do is to just shoot. Alright, we're off. You did. If you blinked, you would have missed that. Vamp 2 is incredibly fast. In fact, you can see it on live split. You can see that Vamp 2 was 3 seconds. That's how long Vamp 2 takes. 3 seconds. I should grab some more AK bullets because I'm going to need them. I don't know why I didn't need to quick reload there. Oh, that was a bad roll. All right. Into Arsenal gear. Now, never mind a time save. There's a potential time loss here. In my previous run, I got the Arsenal Jejunum route correct. The very, very tight.
You remember me, don't you?
Don't you?
You've grown.
There is some ghosting with the there's some ghosting with the
Have they altered your memory?
subtitles. The captions, you probably won't be able to see it on stream. Yeah, the subtitles are leaving a very slight impression after them. I've never seen before. It's interesting.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Only during the cutscene. They're not. It's not happening now. I wonder if it's part of the cutscene, because everything's sort of a little bit hazy. Oh, should have held circle. As soon as the call starts, then hold circle. Because the other advantage of holding circle is you immediately quit out. That should have still been faster than my my previous one, though. Good quality if he's naked. I remember the first time I ever played this and started first started learning the speedrun on stream, and I had to warn I typed slow that there was this section. She was very amused. I got the codec perfect. Oh, I didn't get him. Can I make it? No, I got shot. Damn it, there's the time loss. Punch. Can't roll into Tengus. If you roll into a Tengu after he's seen you, they will just hit you. You need to punch. Just punch them. Punch. Roll. Okay, so yeah, that is a slight time loss. Then move forward to about here. Just wait for the calls to come in. Next call. You can already see I'm starting to lose time. And then after this call, I can just hold select and go straight into the call with Rose. Yeah. As you can see, lost a little bit of time there. There's not really much time save remaining. Just make a swing. This whole section here this training section is on a timer. As long as you stay north of Snake, the timer remains consistent. But the timer doesn't start until you swing the katana once. Doesn't matter which way you swing it or whatever move you do, whatever. You have to swing the katana to start the timer. And yeah, from here on out, there's not really much time saved to be had. My Solidus was pretty solid. My Ray was perfect. There's maybe a bit of Tengu 2 time save. Not a lot. How the heck did I save? How the heck did I save 19 seconds? Oh, it thinks I'm already through Tengu's 1. I'm confused. Maybe my splits are wrong. I've completely screwed this. What? Not in the right position. Turbo was enabled. Not that turbo being enabled should be a problem. Yeah, I'm confused as to where... I need to check to see where that Tengu 1 split is happening, because that split happened a lot earlier than I was expecting. Not that it matters, the splits still work. This is still going to split after Tengu 2. I am losing a lot of time now. Yeah, it's the split. The splits still work. It's just that Tengu's one split happened a lot earlier than I was expecting.
Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin.
Fire to fight fire. Not so great if you're a firefighter.
S3 stands for.
But yeah, we're kind of done. Like, unless I make a mess of either Raid or Solidus, there's nothing left. Both fights in my previous run were pretty much spot on. There's always a little bit of time saving Solidus, but a lot of that's more RNG than anything else.
I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too.
Yeah, best lines in the game coming up.
Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait.
Love that line. So, as bait.
Those days during the Civil War were as real.
I should add that as a channel point reward. As bait.
Between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
All right, time to fight some Rays. Oh, crap. Not quite sure what happened there, but I'm pretty sure I've screwed that up. I have. Nice recovery, though.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair.
Yeah, I tried to turn turbo off in the middle of that fight and completely screwed it up. One nice thing that the HD collection does is fix Solidus' shadows in the piece, at least in the PC version, the original PC version of this. Solidus' shadows in this cutscene are completely broken. The only shadows that appear are for his katanas. It kind of looks like he's floating off the floor slightly, and you just see these two katana shadows. It's really weird. Might not have been a better time, but at least I'm consistent. I can at least say that. It's not great. It's not good. Being this consistent is not good. That was weird. Couldn't hit him. And about here. Can I get over? Yay! I got the short dash.
This is where it gets interesting.
Swing. Right up close to him. Hopefully he'll just do the kick. Ah. And then the shoulder barge is the fastest. Shoulder barge is the fastest version there. Oh, all right. So, a 14-second PB. Not great. Not what I was hoping for, considering I'm currently 7 minutes behind world record. It's a lot of time saved to have. If we don't watch the close, we could do another run. On the other hand, I might just do some practice tanker runs or something like that. I am quite tired. I didn't didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I don't want to go on for ages tonight.
Living things want their genes.
The thing is, I don't actually think there's apart from just Alt F4ing. I don't think there's actually a way of getting out of this. Yeah, I'd have to Alt F4 and just quit out.
It's up to
As I say, my tanker at the moment is really bad. It's one of the things that's really held this run back. So it's probably a good idea to practice that.
Sorrow.
I could do with getting the save pack to this so that I can actually start practicing little individual bits.
This is
But
for your
because
ears.
the thing with this run is there's not that much to it. There's always little bits to do, but you never know. So yeah, live split won't save this properly if live split won't save this properly if there isn't a final split. So we will sit through the credits. Obviously you won't have because I'm not going to do another full run. We'll do some tanker runs. Yeah. I'm certainly not going to be submitting any of these to speedrun.com yet. It's a little early for that. We'll be doing more of this on Thursday. And depending on how that goes will depend on whether or not we do it again on next week as well. Of the 3 games in the trilogy, this is my weakest. It's always been my weakest. It's the one I played the least, or sorry, the one I've speedrun the least. So before I started speedrunning Metal Gear, MGS2 was probably the game I played the most, but I've speedrun the least because I just don't see particularly for very easy. I think if I was to really get into a different difficulty, I'd enjoy MGS2 a lot more. I did enjoy MGS2 when I ran normal. Normal was a really interesting category. It's a nice upgrade. The main thing with very easy that puts me off is that alerts mean nothing. You get an alert in a room, the moment you leave the room, your alert's gone. There's not a lot of consequence in very easy. But I'm intending to run the whole of the Master Collection, all 5 games back to back. The fastest way of doing that is to play the easiest difficulty. So I'll be doing because I'm also trying to beat the world record of just under 5 hours. So I could do it on another difficulty, but there'd be some big time losses. One of the biggest time losses is on MGS1. Very easy is the only category where you don't have to watch the credits. There's a massive time save there. But I'm pretty certain now if I went back and did the trilogy speedrun, just the 3 games, I'd have a much better time than I did the last time I tried. This a few weeks ago, I did just the trilogy run on the Master Collection, and there were a few mistakes. Firstly, I watched the credits for MGS1 because I forgot you don't have to watch the credits in very easy. I didn't have a new game save file for MGS2, so we had to watch the Stillman cutscene. And I don't think there was anything particularly wrong with MGS3. But MGS3 is probably my strongest of the 3. And once I've finished derusting 1, 2, and 3, I'll do a stream where I do the trilogy again, do 1, 2, and 3 back to back. There is a category on the multiple Metal Gears for the trilogy, the Metal Gear Solid trilogy. Unfortunately, that run that I do cannot world record. It won't come anywhere close because it's not the Master Collection that's done for the trilogy. You can do any variants of the 3 games as long as you're just playing the 3 games back to back. You can play any version of them, and for 2 and 3, it doesn't make a huge difference. The original PC version of 2 is still faster, but not by a huge amount. The gap has certainly closed a lot with the Master Collection, but it is still significantly faster. It's MGS1 that's the difference. If you're doing MGS1, you get to do the PC version of MGS1, which is significantly faster. The world record for very easy on console, if you're doing it on hardware, is just under 52. Just over 51 minutes. Helped by me, because I did it the other day. Just over 51 minutes. The world record for the very easy original PC version is just under half an hour. That's how much of a time save it is. There are better tricks, faster tricks. You can skip every codec call instantly, and there isn't a big backtrack. You drop a backtrack in the console version of any percent. Once you've beaten Sniper Wolf 2, you have to backtrack to pick up the Stinger. You don't. Not only on PC very easy do you not have to do that backtrack to get the Stinger, you don't even need the Stinger. It's the only version of the run where you don't even pick up the Stinger launcher, because you use a glitch to beat Rex. Oh, this has been good. It's been good to get back into MGS2. It's nice that it is coming back to me. I am slowly starting to remember stuff. I did feel much more comfortable doing anti-clockwise. There's just a couple of setups that work. It's much easier to get the Claymore for with anti-clockwise, so you can do the Claymore trick down in Shell 1B2. You get cardboard boxes, so you can avoid some damage through the cardboard boxes. Yeah, I do just prefer it. And it is worth noting, if you played this on console, then you would probably find that anti-clockwise is faster, because on console you are running against IGT, which includes loading times, and you have loading times. You have less loading time in anti-clockwise because it's two loading screens, 2 room changes less in anti-clockwise than clockwise. Oh, so warm at the moment. I am really bad at dealing with heat. I much prefer winter. I am not a summer person. I hate being warm. I burn so easily. I know I've got relatively dark brown hair. But I'm actually quite, the rest of me is quite light skinned. So I burn very, very easily. Especially the back of my neck is the worst for it. Back of my neck and my hands. I think the last time I got burnt on the back of my hands. It was horrible. Am I going to get sub 110? Yeah, a sub 110. 111.55 on the IGT. And it's interesting here looking at the difference between IGT and RTA. So previously my IGT was like 5 or 6 seconds behind RTA, or ahead of RTA. My IGT was better than my RTA. It was about 5 or 6 seconds. And that's because of loading times and stuff like that. Whereas this time you can see that my IGT is 1 second faster than RTA. And that's because loading time, because I've done a second run without closing the game down. And a lot of the game is now, a lot of the loading times are reduced because my computer's RAM has saved a lot of that information, and it doesn't need to be grabbed again. There's only 1 second of difference between IGT and RTA here. And that's, that makes a difference. Now, this is why the PC version is recorded using loading remove time. So my final recorded time is 1 hour, 9 minutes, 54 seconds. That is the final time without any loading time whatsoever. That means that every single PC run, no matter what your machine is, whether you're doing your first run or your second run, there's loading times don't matter. It's a much better way of doing it. And there are loads of cases in the Metal Gear series where where an IGT is present, we don't go by it. And I do see that a lot in other speedruns as well. Most notably for speedruns I've done. I recently learned and ran Pokemon Leaf Green, and Leaf Green and Fire Red, and I think a lot of other Pokemon games, but I don't know which ones. I only know about Leaf Green and Fire Red. Those are recorded in RTA and not in IGT. They used to be recorded in IGT, but they swapped it to RTA, which allowed you to reset and do other stuff. And apparently, it made it a lot better. From what I can see, I can completely see why it's better to run in RTA for Pokemon. All right. So that was another run of that. Yeah, and that doesn't really change anything on speedrun.com. So I probably want to be looking at getting like sub 105 before I'd really consider posting anything to the boards. It does. You can still do that. It's L2. Sorry. That's really not that nice for people to see. All right, so before we finish the stream, it's 20 past 11 for me. I do want to kind of finish before midnight. But I'm going to do a couple of tanker runs. My tanker has been really, really poor in all of this. So I'd like to do a couple of tanker runs to see if I can improve on that. Now, there's not going to be certainly not going to be doing any blindfolded tanker. So let me just quickly edit my splits. We just delete all of those. There we go. Edit splits. Just change any percent to tanker. Save splits as tanker. There we go. Right. So we are ready with some tanker splits. So let's give this a go. Stream is very laggy. It keeps stuttering. Let me have a look. Is that just on audio? It might just be because I'm moving my face around a lot. It means that my voice doesn't get picked up quite so well. But from what I've just seen on looking at the feedback on YouTube, it looks okay. It looks okay. As I say, it sounded a bit off because voice was all over. Right. For tanker, I think tanker is still the same. You ideally want to do New Game Plus, but with a plan only save. I don't have one of those. I'm pretty sure there's a reason for not doing New Game with tanker. Slightly faster. I'll just load it. Yeah, as I say, my tanker has been really bad. So this is a really nice way of getting some decent practice in, and hopefully getting this better, ready for the full run. You guys probably want to see this better. Also, live split doesn't quite fit. Live split no longer fits the space because there's less bits, but I'm not gonna change it. It cause problems. All right. Anchor. How most people tend to learn the game is by doing tanker only runs for a bit and then moving on to planets. How I learnt. And Tanker can make for some really, really cool competition. I know MGSR occasionally did like Tanker tournaments and things like that. You can do very quick knockout tournaments and stuff with Tanker. It's a really cool level. And it makes for a fantastic blindfolded run. Cool. I've got right side Olga, which is good because I'm way better at right side Olga than I am left side Olga. Conflict and victory were my parents. Nice shot, headshot. Oh, that was a bad shot. I got in the arm, I think. She does that one. That should have ended a lot sooner. But that's still a much better Olga than I've had lately. Stupid Olga. USB bullets. Down. Doesn't matter that I get spotted by that. This is good. I shot that guy a little too early. Oh, shit. Oh, God damn it. There we go. Bloody hell. That was awful. Right. Here's the next bit that I keep messing up. This shot. So I'm so tempted to close my eyes. What? I then froze him. I don't understand where that went wrong. I think I may have been too close to him. I'm tempted. Be tempted to take a death there. I have a thought. What if it's the light? Much better. Much better guard rush. My guard rush is starting to come back. Still improvements that could be made. Right, let's see if I can get this right this time. Yay, there we go. Oops. This is much better. Freeze that guy. here. Oh, and this is bloody camera, not the digital camera. There we go, that should be all the photos. Have a look, see? That was much better. Still some problems. That the holds are just awful. I've missed one again. I need to know which one it is. Metal Gear from the front. I keep messing up the front photo. That would suggest that I'm a bit too far forwards. And it should be that. That's not it. Maybe it's here. Yeah, I think I'm too far over to the right. That's where I'm going wrong. Yeah. Yeah, I'm standing in the wrong spot for that last one. There we go. 742 doesn't seem to have the photo glitch the Switch has. What's the photo? Oh, what happens on the Switch version? I wasn't aware that there was a glitch on the Switch version. I don't want to save. All right, let's go again. It can clearly be beaten. Was every photo slot always displays the first photo you take for it, even if you ever. Oh, that is weird. That's really weird. You know what? I'm going to do new game, because if I do new game, then I won't have the wrong camera and I can't get it wrong. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I got the option. I got the option for dog tags. Yeah, this is another weird thing that that the HD collection does. It gives you an option for which set of dog tags you want to go for, because they added extra dog tags to Substance. So now when you play the HD collection, it gives you the option of whether you take Substance's dog tags or Sons of Liberty's dog tags, which to me seems crazy. I would have said just stick with one of them. All right, let's see if I can have a nicer time with Olga. Slightly faster time getting to Olga. That's weird. Got in the head at least there. That was a much better Olga. I got kind of lucky with the I did get kind of lucky with the RNG there. Still could have been faster, but it was much improved. Sorry, Snake. Don't worry about that camera. Shoot that guy. Oh, dull. There we go. Took me a couple of attempts there. I got there eventually. There we go. Right, this bloody guard. I might just... There is a much safer way of doing this guard, and that is to just M9 him. M9 him and roll through him. It's slightly slower, but it's so much safer. There we go. Cool. It doesn't matter that I got an alert there. I should probably grab some more of those. Yes, I desperately needed though that USP ammo. Cool. This is going to be much better. Still can't get those last guards on the guard rush quite right. Ladder glitch. Ah, and I've screwed up the ladder glitch. All right, second attempt. What? Never mind. It was all going so well. What? Oh, I've screwed up. I always think I might be able to get through the door, but you can't. What? What? I don't understand. I don't understand where I'm going wrong there. This looks so dopey. Hey, what's that over there? There we go. Oh. Ah, dear. Bum, bum, bum. Just turned into such a good run. That was better. So photo there, and then it stand here. Marine Corps logo, Rex from the front. There we go. I should now have all the photos. Pretty sure I got it right that time. If I didn't, I need to keep an eye on the. Yeah, I got them all. There we go. Yeah, I was stood in the wrong spot for the second lot. We go 108.14. I'm assuming levels for this are still loading remove time and not IGT. I actually have no idea. I'd have to check. Go again. Probably afford to do one or two more. Now we get the digital camera. So no. Game audio seems to be off. Oh my god, it would have been off for ages. No one ever tell me this stuff. Yeah, I muted it for the credits of the previous full run. Completely forgot to re-enable it. Look at levels. Just out of curiosity. Tanker, PC, very easy. Been a few runs. My current PB of 721 would be dead last. Dead last. 517 is the world record. That would probably include like fast left side auger, which I can't do. Alright. Once more with feeling. Tanker, very easy. Radar type 1. 2001 dog tags. It really makes no difference. Right, at least now the game audio's on. So if this does turn into something, if I could get this to under 6 minutes, then it'd be worth submitting.
All right, let's look at.
But that would be if I don't get it to under 6 minutes, it's not worth it. I don't know if there's any other time saves that I'm unaware of. It has been a while since I played. There might be something new that I didn't know about. But I'm not really going to know until I actually get a decent run all the way through without issues. Only then will I I mean, my sum of best segments is already 552, so that would suggest I'm not missing anything. And that putting everything together would actually net me a sub 6 minute run. I'm just bad. Left side Olga. I mean, I'll try it, but nope.
Since I was born.
You have to shoot her before she starts.
And victory were my parents. We've shared everything, all the bad and all. I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me.
I'm about to go behind already.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
How's she not finished? What? Well, I wasn't expecting to land that shot, but I did. It's So I hate left side Olga. Much prefer right side. To be, if I get left side Olga, I should stop trying for the extra. I should just shoot her twice. I'm never gonna get the fast left side. I'm just not good enough. Slightly behind, but there's, you know, the PB that I've got so far. There's plenty of time. I actually don't have to shoot that guy. Nice. That was a much faster Prozac skip.
Checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing.
I'm just gonna shoot him with the M9 and
order to continue manning your posts until that time.
roll through him. Okay, slightly slower. There you go. Don't have to worry about these guards now. I need to have a watch of a run to see how you deal with that guard, because I've completely forgotten. Completely forgotten how you shoot that guard. I'm sure there's a faster way than waiting for him to turn up. Hey. So bad at those last three. So bad at them. Right, can I get this right first try? Nope, I didn't even equip the camera. That's better.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish.
I should really watch a run just to see, because there's definitely tricks and stuff I'm doing wrong. Like rolling that guard probably isn't the fastest way of getting through there.
Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
Oh, I don't think I got that one. Should have done it there. Alright, hopefully that's it. As I said, it's not worth submitting if it's not sub 6 minutes, so this still isn't going to be worth submitting, but this is certainly better. We're getting there. Oh, didn't get the Marine Corps logo. I'll do my backup one.
The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact.
There we go. That also counts as the Marine Corps logo. That's the blindfolded one. There we go.
We, the Marines,
I didn't think I got that first one quite right. There we go. 651. That is my current PV now. One more. Let's do one more. And then that's it. We're done for the night. So I'll probably go and watch a run. See what I'm missing. If there's anything else. Tanker. Very easy. Radar type. It doesn't matter which radar type I use. It doesn't matter which dog tags I use. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. Go on.
All right.
So I'm feeling it this time. Sub 6 minutes. Under 5.5 minutes would actually be much better.
Freeze.
Right, Olga is still causing me some grief. This is where, left side. Right, I'm just gonna... Oh. Oh, I don't get a second... Oh. So this is already super slow.
Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my...
I got her in the head at least there, so that might save me some time. Except that wasn't a headshot. Super slow.
Nothing else matters to me.
12 seconds behind best. Oh. So, very, very little trick for a time save. You may have noticed that I had my weapon unequipped, and I was holding square. I was turboing square. If you get a square press on the exact right frame, Snake won't hop off the Snake won't hop off the box. He'll just drop instantly. It's a very, very tiny time save. Incredibly small time save. But here's the time save. Right here, you do not have to shoot that guard. Just completely ignore that guard. Cool. Project kit first try.
Checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the schedule.
Could this actually be a run?
You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Looking around here. This is already slow because of this guy. That the last three were much better though. Last three guards were so much better. That's the best final three guards I've had in a while.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
Oh, I got past the first hard bit.
The development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
You can, of course, just do that as well.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands of Metal Gears that exist all over the world
These two should be fine.
are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained. And it will be the Marine Corps.
Hopefully that's it. And this might actually be sub 6 minutes. It is. That would be fifth place. Fifth place on speedrun.com. Assuming the timing on speedrun.com is assuming the time on speedrun.com isn't IGT for this. I wouldn't have thought so because category rules. Yes, RTA without loads. Yes, that is indeed fifth place on the leaderboards. 5:29 is the next time to beat. So I will have. I'm not gonna. Finally did it, and I'm not gonna submit this. It's not worth it. I will. I do want to have a look at the at the world record run and see if there's something else I'm missing, because my summer best is still only 5:36. Now there's plenty of stuff still to. There's plenty of segments there that still aren't ideal, but there's a couple of bits in there that I feel like I'm missing. So I'll have a look and see. But hopefully that means that my full run, my tanker plant run, might actually be, a little bit better, which would be kind of nice to have, wouldn't it? Alrighty, folks. Well, that is going to be it for tonight's stream. Thank you all very much for joining in. I hope you've had an awesome time. Don't forget that I am raising money for charity as part of this Metal Gear Solid Pentalogy speedrun. Learning all 5, relearning, because I've already learned them in the past, derusting and relearning all 5 games in the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. And yeah, it's all going to accumulate into a nice big 5-game speedrun sometime in September, October, probably. Don't know when yet. But yes, thank you to everyone for joining in tonight. I hope you've had fun. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's been nice getting back to MGS2. As I say, over the next couple of days before Thursday's show, we're back on Thursday, 8 p.m. GMT. Sorry, BSC. We're in BSC at the moment. 3 p.m. Eastern US time. I will have a look at the runs on speedrun.com for this and see what I'm missing and see if there's anything else to be had. But until then, have a great evening, folks. Take care of yourselves too. And hopefully I'll see you on Thursday. Night tonight.